What screams I have a crush on you? I knew a former co-worker was into me because of how much extra attention I got from her. Everyone in general was nice, but she was extra nice. She'd bring me snacks, eventually started giving me small presents, would tell me to go on my break, even if I already knew it was time. I knew she trusted me when she gave me her laptop to take home for a few days, so I could learn to use it and then teach her. Besides that, her actually asking me and being curious about what I'd really like for Christmas also helped in letting me know she cared. I did a lot of things that should have let her know I cared/liked her, but I guess I should have done more. Being in college and getting up at 7 a.m. to have breakfast with her when you have no classes at all that day. Edit. I despise mornings with a passion. I had a girl do this in college. Wake me up same time every day with a shy knock on my door to see if I wanted to get breakfast. Obviously I never turned her down. She would also make an excuse to come around to everyone's room and say good night just so she could make my room the last room and stay in there longer and have no one notice except my roommate. We were like the unofficial parents of the floor. We dated for 2 years. Typically only others can see it, but when they look at you every chance they get, when you aren't looking. Lol. Really? I actively avoid looking at them. Exactly. The more it seems like I don't notice you, the more I like you. Loneliness guaranteed. Drunk calling/texting. Next day call or text to apologize for the night before. Because they were drunk. I feel attacked. I think I actually read this on Reddit ages ago. But after hearing a funny joke and laughing, people tend to look toward the ones they admire/feel close to gauge their reaction. It's not exclusive to crushes, but it's very telling. I read that here a while back too. And wow, has it come in super handy? Has it resulted in some super handies? They're happier to see you. Specifically, even though they can barely hold a conversation with you. Yeah, long pauses in between conversations while someone looks at the ground. That's key. That would mean that I have a crush on almost everyone. I can't look at people for very long when talking. Look at their eyebrows. Seems to help. Edit. Doesn't work when talking to Emilia Clarke. Focusing so hard on their eyebrows, you forget every word they said. I used to have a crush on a girl whom I nicknamed Girl. Everyone else called her Girl because of me. One day, without realizing it, I started using her real name. Everyone else caught on instantly, except for her. It was awkward. So, the nickname was before or after your crush on her? Before. We worked on the same shift together. And when she first started, she was so bad that I assumed that she'd be fired. So I didn't want to commit her name to memory. It started out as a sort of insult, as I didn't expect her to stay for long. Called her Girl for about a year before it dawned on me that I developed a crush on her. And another 6 months on top of that before I slipped and started using her real name. So, it was pretty obvious to everyone when that happened. Putting their palm up against yours to compare hand sizes. Phew. Flashbacks from high school. I once spotted my crush with her back to me at the other end of a lobby. So I rushed over and kind of play kicked her leg. No idea why, but accidentally kind of kicked her leg for real. I wasn't even that young, really. I bet you relive that moment a lot. You know it. Hot rush of shame every time. Oh my god. I did this exact thing once. Why? I think I wanted to sneak up on them and do the whole surprise hug. But that was much too intimate or something. and I chickened out and kicked their leg. They make an effort to be around you when it's usually not naturally occurring. They share things they find funny, exciting, and personal that they don't with others. Phew. I do some of this to make new friends. You can bang your friends now too, totally normal behavior. Accidentally liking a Facebook status update from 2007. I just found out from my female roommate who I've known since we were freshmen in college, I'm a guy, that she and 7 or 8 other friends of her that are all girls share one fake Instagram account of a fake name that they post stock pictures of every few months and use it to follow boys. So they can use that account to stalk boys they like or boys that are dating their close friends, and have private accounts every once in a while. And apparently they have multiple groups of girlfriends that do this. This seems highly fucking crazy to me. And my guy friends on Discord that I play video games with. And I'm not saying that all girls do this, but this would decrease the accidental liking a status update from the past. You just have to be smart about it. I feel like a pretty good tell that I've mainly noticed in myself is when someone acts the opposite social style than they usually are around a specific individual. For me, I'm very shy/introverted and have social anxiety. However, if I have a crush on someone, all of a sudden I am able to start and carry on conversations, not always gracefully though, and try to talk a little louder/confidently. I laugh/smile more, whereas with other people I usually come off a little monotone and emotionless. I get more playful with a crush and so on and so forth. I have had very loud extroverted boisterous friends who, upon getting a crush on someone, become the total opposite around the crush. They get meek and timid and shy and overly conscious of what they're saying and how they're saying it. It's really interesting. Always finding an excuse to be near said crush. Once I ate lunch 2 times because my work crush invited me out to the food trucks. I was so full and low-key disgusted with how much I ate that day. Lol. Yup. I met my wife at the gym and started going to the gym at the same time every day hoping she'd be there. Then I got into a mutual friend group with her and I'd always try to go to functions she was going to and sit near her, ride in the same car, etc. Edit. I feel like I should have pointed out that it was clear there were mutual feelings and we were very good friends before we got married. Would not recommend doing this to someone who is not interested. Dude, she's your wife. Just talk to her, man. Saying things that make you wonder why did I say that as you are falling asleep. My crush used to do this fun thing in theater where she would act offended if I said something slightly offensive, making me scared I offended her. She knew I had a crush on her, I think. I then told her, trying to compliment her, "You're really good at, like that pretending thing you do. You know, acting." Yeah, acting. I'm an aspiring actor, by the way. TL, doctor, I forgot the word acting in front of my crush. Oh, the classic 2 a.m. thoughts of why the fuck did I say that of all things. Still never forget, I was 13. I has a crush on this girl at my church. We texted back and forth for a while and eventually, as 13-year-olds do, told each other we liked the other person. So things are going great. I've got my first real girlfriend and I knew her favorite color was pink. Out shopping with my mom one Saturday afternoon and fate plays right into my hands. On the clearance rack, a bright pink shirt. My size. $5. Oh man, I could only imagine how it'd look walking down the aisle at our wedding day wearing this shirt. Next day at church it's going great. I see her looking at my shirt and she loves it. So after church she says, "I like your shirt," and I respond, "I know you do." "What the fuck?" She said, "Well, that's arrogant," and walked off. My 2-week relationship was over and devastated I threw the shirt away. There was a girl who worked at a cafe who had a crush on me. Sometimes when I would start heading out, she would say, "No, come on, stay a while longer." I'll buy you some nachos. That's pretty damn hard to turn down. So she'd buy some nachos on employee discount and make a badass plate of nachos, and then we'd sit and share it. Yeah, that's crush territory. Edit. I explained how things panned out underneath here. It's not a fairy tale ending, but it is a happy one. We weren't meant for each other that way. I was meant to give her the help she so desperately needed, and she was meant to teach me a lesson in the power of listening and giving a fuck about someone beyond sex. We both changed each other's lives for the better over the course of a few months. That's lovely. What happened between the two of you? It's nacho business. Touching. If they are touching you more than the average person touches you, and or more than they are touching everybody else. Lots of eye contact, or in some cases barely any, and smiling and red face is usually the first sign. Suggesting things in common in conversation and light touching, for example talking and looks at your arm and lightly lifts your shirt sleeve. Oh, is that a tattoo? I have one in the same place. Most of the time you can just tell. People have a certain look in their eye talking to their crush. Compare the face they make talking to someone else versus talking to you if unsure. Not gonna lie, I'm really bad at picking up on hints like these. In high school, a girl told me she wasn't wearing any underwear while we were alone, and I made a comment how it must be breezy in the dress she was wearing. I was asked, "Are you single? And what are your thoughts on relationships?" I am not a smart man. Thanks for watching. Please like the video or else your crush is never going to know about you. See you.